a grey Thursday morning here in Riga, but we're going to sit out now and go and explore the old town. Because we arrived quite late yesterday, like 8 p.m, we haven't had a chance to really see anything, so Lee's made a bit of a map, and we were going to walk around and have a look, and it'd be really cool to get our first impressions of Riga. We've heard so much about it.
First thing we have to do is negotiate 6 flights of stairs, because we're on the top floor.
Oh boy, I'm not going to get too close, but...
You get what you pay for.
As you can see, Riga's under construction. Roadworks going on. The drill started at 11:30 last night when we were just about to go to sleep. Just seen our first menu of the day board. So soups 2, but mains are between 4 and 6. Okay. I'm assuming that's something to do with cabbage. I'm not too sure. Wow, I've just seen this outside the Maxima Express. So it looks as though this is the complete daily menu thing. 1 dish of the day, a salad and a dessert for only €3.50. Wow, look at this beautiful example of Art Nouveau. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, the detail, and really looking forward to seeing Riga's Art Nouveau wonders. We've left the new town, crossing one of the many bridges across the city canal, which we're pretty sure once upon a time would have been a moat.
Around the edge of the old town, outside the walls.
Wow, oh how lovely!
We do some tours by the look of it, very pretty.
So we're near the heart of the old town. We're at St. Peter's. And we've found one of the very famous things here. Lee, talk us through it.
There's 4 different animals. There's a cock on top of a cat, on top of a dog, on top of a, I don't know, looks like a donkey.
It is a donkey.
Yeah.
I'm going to go around this side because it's a bit of a view.
You rub the nose for good luck, but I think you have better luck if you go higher up, so less people will have rubbed it and there's less chance of catching something, you know?
Okay,
so
can you do it?
Yeah, or the cat maybe.
No, can you?
That's as far as I can go.
Okay, and then you go the dog?
Yeah, but no, I'm not going to rub that.
Oh, because it's
my rubbing.
covered times. I thought...
You never know, they should have like maybe a
hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Okay, and unfortunately because I'm so short, I am stuck with
the dog.
The dog. Wow. And here we have the front of St. Peter's. I'll definitely have to come back when the light's a bit better and go way further back because yeah, it's too big to get in my camera. So this was St. Peter's in 1919. Wow, look at all the old buildings around it. Apparently it suffered fire damage during World War II. And here we have it. Riga's famous House of the Blackheads.
So this building behind me is Riga's old town centrepiece building, the House of the Blackheads. Pretty impressive. It was built in 1334 originally by the Order of the Blackheads, an order of bachelors. It was destroyed during the Second World War, bombed in 1941 and rebuilt very recently in 1999.
And here we have the first decorated Christmas tree in Riga, well, a symbol of it. It went up in 1510. I think it's hotly contested between Riga and Tallinn as to which country had the first public Christmas tree. So here's a lovely statue for it in front of the House of the Blackheads. This is the Museum of the Occupation of Latvia. It looks as though it may have been moved while they're undertaking building works. Because as you can see, it's all sort of blocked off and closed up around here. Looks as though there's quite a lot of renovation going on. Now we're just heading out to find somewhere for lunch. Lee's got a couple of options marked. Oh wow, look at this bakery. Riga and a 1870. Oh, it looks lovely. Well, your bread smells delicious. Oh, I like the look of these meringue kind of things. So we're just wandering around and checking out what to eat, and we've come across this. Like, even the kebab shop has a lunchtime special, and we think it's pay you $1.99 for soup, and then you can choose what you get: a kebab or a durum kebab, falafel, a box, or a plate. That looks very tasty with the plate. Here we have our Latvian kebab plate.
Traditional Latvian kebab. Turkish blend. Interesting soup. Looks
Yeah,
nice.
I think it might be a lentil soup. Oh, I do love lentil soup. And it's actually quite a chilly day. You may have noticed Lee hasn't taken his fleece off.
Yeah, I think it is. It might be lentil or vegetable or something. But
Tasty?
perfect on a chilly autumn August. Yeah.
It's still summer. So we've stumbled across this lovely looking cafe. We're not going to go in now, but we saw the cakes. They were like €1 each. Oh my word, they looked amazing. Lovely inside. Definitely come back for afternoon tea one day. Absolutely spectacular.
He's clean.
I don't know if you caught any of that, but that's Lee's learned opinion on Art Nouveau.
I'm thinking of the poor person who's got to scrub it, you know what I mean?
And paint it.
Yeah. Ah, gosh, lots of little nooks and crannies. Places for the dust and the bird poo to get in.
You have the soul of a poet, Lee. The soul of an artist. So this square has been beautifully renovated. Colour scheme on that one there, the pink and the burgundy. And look at this place. Looks like a castle. Wow.
So we've just found the cat house, this yellow one behind me, and on the turrets on the top there's 4 cats. And really interesting story, apparently the guy that built it, he was opposite the Guildhall and they wouldn't let him into the Guildhall for some reason.
It was mainly German at the time.
Yeah, okay, he was kind of cast out, so he put the cats on top of his house and he faced the back sides of the cats towards the Guildhall as a kind of rib-off to them. They didn't like it very much, so they said to him, okay, you can join the club as long as you turn your cats around. So he did, and the cats are on top of the house today.
And they're facing that way, and here's the Guildhall. Just here.
We've found a nice little map of Old Town Riga, so to give us a good idea of the compact centre. We are here right by the Powder Tower where the military museum is, I believe. We're going to call in, see if we can have a look at that. Down here is that St. Peter's Cathedral and the House of the Blackheads in the town hall centre. Another important one to see is, I can't remember that cathedral, that's Riga Cathedral, and then Riga Castle is up here. And all of these little streets in between are worth wandering around and checking out. Very pretty, very interesting to see, and well worth a look.
Very good.
Old Town Riga.
And just outside the military museum, we've seen the sign, like 2 burgers, 2 fries, 2 beers for €14. That's very good indeed.
And this here is the Swedish Gate, built in 1698 and one of the last remaining gates in the Old Town Wall.
And this is the Swedish Gate from around the other side.
And I love this little feature. They've got some cannons holding up the supporting gate walls. Fantastic.
The dark days in Latvia. And the statue here in the park opposite the castle. It's dedicated to the children who were deported to Siberia between 1941 and 1949. is the glorious Riga Castle. I mean, it's been rebuilt and, you know, redone over the centuries. This is it in its current form, overlooking the very wide Daugava River. And look at the library in the distance. Like, we've already bookmarked like a whole day to go to the library. It just looks fantastic. And you're coming along over the river to what looks like a newer part of the city. So here we have the legend of the founding of Riga. There was a gentleman, a very tall man called Big Christopher, and his job was to carry people across the river Daugava. One day he heard a child crying. He got up, began to carry this small child across the river. Was exhausted halfway, but kept going, got to the other end, fell asleep. He woke up the next morning where the child was. There was a sack of gold, a chest of gold, and that money was used to found the city of Riga. And so this was made in 1997, and it's a model of a sculpture from 1683. So pretty cool. The legend himself, Lielais Christos. Well, this is a very interesting square by the cathedral. Got some beautiful Art Nouveau buildings. We go around. There we have the tourist trolley thing. Cathedral there, sort of hidden a bit by the sun. Cobbled streets. Looks as though there was some sort of display on. Please just pointed out it's Latvian radio. This one here, opposite what we've now realised is the Bourse, is that how you say it? The stock exchange. The sky's getting greyer and heavier. So now I was hoping you could see the cathedral a bit better, but it's still quite dark. Congratulations, Riga. You're on the UNESCO list, World Heritage list. Fantastic. This is wonderful to see. Freedom, Belarus, August 2020. And so here we have the three brothers. The middle one says 1646. I'm not too sure about the other two, but look at the angles of the one here on the right. Oh,
part of the new wall.
Wow. I think this is the most intact piece of the old city wall, and this bit up here, yeah, it looks as though it's had quite a lot of restoration. Very different from Tallinn. Wow, it's quite evocative. I thought it was a monk at first, but no. And this is the first sign of like an edible garden I've seen here. All the different types of basil. Ooh, the purple basil smells incredible. Brilliant. Yeah, you can get a selfie on your coffee for free, and then take a selfie with your coffee selfie. Genius. And look at this lovely building. I think it's called Tea and Coffee. I love the colour scheme. So heading home now, back on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, it's gone super cloudy. We'll still go to the supermarket and, you know, get a couple of drinks to try the local beer. But it's been a really interesting walk around Riga. It's not what I expected. It's this huge amalgamation of building styles. Like, it's blown my mind a bit actually. I'm a bit confused.
Seems to be quite a nice few little parks dotted around as well, you know, some lovely green spaces and quiet spaces which we'll be searching out in future expeditions, I reckon.
Definitely. This is a monument to chemist, philosopher, the Nobel Peace Prize winner Wilhelm Ostwald, 1853 to 1932. I do like the way they've got so many memorials here. I think it's brilliant. Wow, this is one of the most impressive buildings yet. Look at the detail at the top there. Hipster alert, hipster alert. Yep, they're here in Riga as well.
So it's our first full day in Riga, Latvia, so we're going to try our first Latvian beer. This is Las Bleses Gases. Sorry if I said that wrong. It's, I think it's quite a popular one in Latvia. It's 5% proof, it's a lager, so it's quite light, got a bit of fizz to it, and it was 79 cents on special, so they're cheaper than the beers in Estonia, so that's a bonus.
And didn't have to pay a 10-cent deposit either.
No. Well, it's nice, yeah, it's a nice kind of Pilsner lager, it's tasty.
Okay.
It's definitely drinkable.
Excellent, and here we are in our jungle apartment.
Our jungle apartment with our friend. So round 2 with the Las Bleses. This is the Zintara, an amber lager. It's only 4.8% and it's a lot darker. Looks very nice. Can't remember, what was it, Mandy? Was it
the same, 79 cents.
79 cents
on special. I think down from about, I think it was 109.
Oh yeah, that's nice. It's a bit more full-bodied. It's got a bit more flavour to it. I preferred that actually to the green one. And they're doing 24 cans of these for $12.99, I noticed. So I thought I wanted to try one first before I took an investment like that out, but
yeah,
it might be worthwhile. But there's so many good beers to try. We want to work our way through all the Latvian beers we can before we make any big decisions like that. We are stepping it up a level now with the Sesu Bruja. Sesu is another popular brewery, but this is one of the unfiltered, I think more of a craft beer type ones that they have on offer. 5.4%, so it's pretty cloudy, it's pretty flat, and
exactly what's the flavour like. I'm just going to turn this round. This one doesn't have the...
Oh yeah, it's got a nice hoppy flavour to it. I do like that. That's definitely a bit more interesting on the palate than the other like standard beers.
From the lagers. Oh,
this
okay.
is a good one, yeah, and it was on special as well. So another one for about 85 cents or something like that. Very good value for money. I would buy that again in a flash. I'll give it 8 out of 10.
Excellent.
8.5. Oh my word. There are no words. This is just a riot of Art Nouveau. Wow.